Hi, my name is Xun Yan, and this is my demo video of the FSE Chat Room. In this video, I'm going to show you the application's purpose, choice of technologies, design, code structure, and finally, a short demo of the application. Let's start with the purpose. This is a simple web-based chat room, which allows the user to register, enter the chat room, see other users' messages, post a chat message, and leave the chat room gracefully. Next, let's talk about the choice of technologies. On the client side, I use the standard web stack, which includes HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, with some helpful tools like Pug, Bootstrap, and jQuery. The technologies used on the server side include Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB, Mongoose, bcrypt, and Socket.io. The purpose of these technologies will be shown in the next part, design. The user interface is well designed. As I mentioned earlier, I use HTML with Pug to build the layout of the pages, and CSS with Bootstrap to create a clean and professional look. I use JavaScript with jQuery to handle user interaction and content manipulation, such as adding new messages to the screen. The registration and login page contains several input areas for username and password, and a button to register or log in. The chat room page contains a welcome message to indicate a current user, a logout button at the top, a message area in the middle, a text area, and a post button at the bottom. It has a similar look and feel to the provided one. I use MongoDB as the database and Mongoose to interact with it. Mongoose provides a schema-based solution to model the data. In my application, there are two data collections, one for the user information and one for the messages. They are defined by two schemas as shown on the right side. The user model has two properties, which are username and password. The message model has three properties, which are author, timestamp, and content. In terms of user authentication, I use bcrypt for password encryption. When a user registers, the password will be encrypted before saving to the database. It's based on an online example cited below. To implement the login feature, I use Express Session to store the username. With the session information, the server can identify different users and redirect a user to the login page if the user has not logged in. The instant update feature is implemented with Socket.io. On the client side, when the user posts a new message, Socket.io client will emit an event to the server, together with the input content. The server will then create a message document based on the session info and the time, and broadcast the message to all connected clients. On receiving the message, clients will add the message to the page with JavaScript. Node.js and Express.js are the development framework for the application. The code structure is based on the application skeleton created by Express Generator. www under the Bing folder and app.js contain the core configuration of the app and server. I follow the model view controller design pattern in the project, and the three parts are organized in the models folder, views folder, controllers, and routes folders, respectively. The public folder contains files for the client side, such as CSS and JS files. Finally, let me show you a demo of the application. First, click this link to register for a new user. If I enter an existing username, an error message will show up. This is implemented with an AJAX post request. For now, let's use Alice as the new username. After entering the password twice, click Register. If we look at the database now, we can see the new user Alice with the encrypted password. Next, let's log in and post the message. If the username or password is wrong, an error message will show up. After logged in, the username is shown in the welcome message at the top, and previous messages are shown in the middle section. Let's try to post a message, Hello FSE. As we can see, the message is displayed in the chat room. User can click the logout button to exit the chat room. Logged out users will be redirected to the login page if they try to enter the chat room again. Finally, let's open an incognito window to demonstrate the instant update features. I now have Alice on the left and Bob to the right. New chat messages are updated dynamically on both windows. That's all of my demonstration, and thanks for watching.